Earlier we took some video that we had already imported onto the computer. We created a brand new project. I called this one Summer. We took some of the video and drug it up and put it into our project. We put a still picture in there, and now what I'm ready for are some transitions and some titles. In order to add titles or transitions, we have to go back to the same area where we clicked on earlier to find our pictures, and we have to click on the T to get the various titles. Now, as we look at them, each one does a different thing. Depending on what it is you want, will depend on what you want to add. Notice as I hover over them, like this drifting, you can see kind of what it does. Here's a sideways drift, here's a vertical drift, and so on. A blur, soft edge. Okay? If they don't necessarily move, then they don't move as you put your cursor over it. Okay? So let's just pick the centered one. Now if I want to use this and I want this to be at the beginning of my video, I click on it and I drag it up and I put it at the beginning. I can, if I put it directly on the video, it will show up right on top of me in this case. Or if I want it to be by itself, I simply put it before. So you either put it on the video and it'll show up on your video or your still picture, or you put it behind it and then it'll be separate. So I will, let's just put it behind it. Let's have it be by itself. As soon as I let go of it, it wants me to choose a background. I think I will use this curtain. So when I click on curtain, it selects it, and now notice already over here on the right, it's highlighted the text and it's going to allow me to put in what I want. I'll put summer fun. I can change fonts and show fonts and do all that, but right now let's just leave that. And I'll click done. And now what I have here on my movie is a title with that curtain that I picked. And then it immediately comes in to the video. Now let's put something at the end while we're on a roll. Maybe I'll stick with the same centered title. I'll click on it, I'll drag it, I'll put it at the end right where I want it. I'm going to choose the same curtain, so I select it. Notice again my highlighted text, and I'll put something very creative, the end. Done. I have a title, I have some video, here's my still picture, more video, and then I have an ending title screen. All right, we put titles in, now we need some transitions. Now notice as it goes from this title to my video, it just snaps there. If you look over there at the screen, I don't like how that just goes there so abruptly. I want to add a transition just to make that a little smoother, and then I can do that within pictures and within the after the picture and before it and after the video and so on. So let's go back to the middle right hand side of your page and click on this next icon that says show or hide the transition browser. I'll click on that, and again, just like before, if you want to leave your cursor over the various transitions, you can see what it is that they do. I really like that. It's sort of a preview. Once you find one that you like, I like the cross dissolve. I'm going to drag that up and put it in there. Now remember, back in the first video, we could have said, hey, add transitions as we put video and pictures in for me. Sometimes I do that, and sometimes I don't. But since we didn't, we'll have to just click on and drag each of these transitions up here. And I'll put a transition in between each video and each picture. I'm just going to use cross dissolve for each one, just to keep it consistent. So now, this icon here, that's a transition. It takes a half a second. And you can see that they're in between each one. Now, as I play the video, it smoothly moves through from my title screen to the video. Looks much better. Always down? Okay. Definitely like transitions.